Look at these numbers, then watch what happens next. This was the reason I lost that gunfight. My refresh rate reset itself to 60 Hz. Now my FPS counters are telling the truth. The game is running as it's supposed to run. Don't you absolutely hate it when you boot up your PC and assume it will run as it should, as if you're playing a game on console, but either a game update, a Windows update, and most infamously, an NVIDIA driver update either resets your Windows refresh rate, game settings, controls, and key bindings, or even puts you into safe mode. You, the average gamer, would not notice anything besides the latter. You'll be ready for battle, but when the match starts you realize that your pants are pulled down and your enemies are laughing at how small your is. Metaphors aside, you just got screwed over by either your Windows operating system, a GPU driver update, or even an update to the game you're playing. When you reinstall games or play games you have not played in a long time, there is a reasonable chance that critical settings have either been changed or reset without your consent or personal action. I don't know about you, but I fucking hate that with a passion. I have lost many battles that I was supposed to win because of instances like that. The XDefiant beta ran well and I was able to max out my frames, but when the beta came back, the game was unplayable. I actually managed to figure out what was wrong with XDefiant. It was my CPU. The 11th generation of Intel processors are infamous for how hot they get when overclocked, so I just simply unoverclocked it. In the Boy Client Alpha, it ran flawlessly, but once it became open to the public, I could not push the client past 70 FPS. One of the reasons why I don't play modern games, especially on PC, is because it is more work to fine-tune your graphics settings and key bindings to the point where it is more difficult than mastering the learning curves of that exact game. People with excellent memory can always rebind their keys, fix their sensitivity, and walk through their graphics settings. I don't have a good memory. My Phantom Forces sensitivity settings are tattooed to my wrist in case I contract dementia, because that is the game I'm best at. I wish I only ever had to fine-tune my settings just once, at least for the PC hardware I'm currently using, only ever adjusting them to accommodate different hardware. There actually is, because I have an idea. Before I get into this idea, I want to let all of you viewers of this video know that I am not a programmer. I never learned how to code. Project Gracie uses a lot of commands and command blocks, but none of those commands were hand-typed by me. Instead, I did my research into other commands that other people have used for their minigame, and I simply altered them to accommodate my minigame. Essentially, I did not make Project Gracie's commands from scratch. Despite the complexity of Project Gracie, I am not a coder. I do not code. That's why I need your help. Also, before I get into this idea, I have absolutely no interest in making any money off of this idea or gaining anything from it, not even a plug or promotion for my YouTube channel. I just want a program like this to exist, to make the lives of dedicated gamers, myself included, to be much easier than they are, or in my case, are not. One more thing before I explain the idea: if I share it with you, the programming communities of the internet, I want you to know that it is futile for you to lock programs based off of this idea behind a paywall. The idea is super simplistic and easy to copy. Just make your own programs and have them free to download with the option to donate in case you need to receive support or a kickback. Now let's get into the idea. First, you install your game and fine-tune your settings, graphics, and controls. Then you copy a folder that has both of your key bindings and graphics settings into a new folder you have created. We're gonna call it backups for simplicity purposes. The folder I'm copying in this instance, for the S1X client, a game where I'm so good that I'm the best player ever, is a folder called Players 2. Now before you rage quit the video and make a comment saying, "That is easy to do, Exorcist, you just suck at dragging a folder from one location to another." False, because did you remember when I said you'll be oblivious to sudden change to your settings, most of the time? That's where this program comes in handy. There are obvious changes that can happen to affect your settings, such as a douchebag sibling coming over and resetting all of your shit, and then there are changes you literally do not see coming, such as changes that result from updates to your graphics card, Windows OS, or mandatory game updates. Both types of changes are important to be aware of, and that's what this program does. It alerts you if your settings have been changed in any way. This program will also monitor your Windows refresh rate, and alert you if you're running at 60 Hz, instead of the refresh rate your display supports that you have preset. Mine is 165 Hz at 1440p. This program also monitors temperature data that is already provided from programs like Task Manager, MSI Afterburner, Corsair iQ, Asus Armoury Crate, etc. The program scans your backups folder and your game folder to detect slight or major differences between the former and the latter, and if one is detected, you will be alerted, from the desktop, or it will send an SMS to your mobile device so it doesn't alt-tab you out of the game, crash it, or trigger the anti-cheat. Then it will give you the option to open two File Explorer windows, one leading to your game files, and another leading to your backups folder, where you have archived your game settings. Then all you have to do as a user of this program is simply drag and drop, copy, and replace. This program doesn't have to scan your files every second. Instead, at least once per hour or when you boot up Windows with the option to manually scan your files is exactly enough, because I do not want this program triggering anti-cheats. Okay, that is my idea, and I wish it could become an actual free-to-download, quality-of-life program. Except nobody else is thinking about this idea, and I have searched the internet to find a program that already exists, that does exactly what I have just described. Nobody in this realm we call the internet, has ever thought of this idea, except for a pissed-off autistic gamer who doesn't show his face on the internet. Can you fucking believe it? Well, I'm actually recruiting people to develop such a program, and I'll be willing to make a substantial donation to that group who will be developing it, not a big donation, but at least one with merit, people who have better functioning brains than my own. I said I have no interest in being mentioned or receiving any kickbacks or royalties for this idea, it is my gift to the internet. However, there are two people I want to pick for development of this project, and I have a really good, scratch that, instead I'll use the word kick-ass to describe the name. I will not reveal the name for this program, because the name is the only thing that is valuable. Take a guess about what this badass name is, in my comments. I will reveal the name in the near future. I have no other influence in the development of this project, I just want to be ready for battle and kick a lot of ass. I encourage other people to copycat the idea for their own programs. Give the gaming community the opportunity to choose which setting optimization software they want to use, that's what I believe in. I'm out of words to say with my TTS voice. Thanks for watching this video. Grandmaster Exorcist says hate me.